I'm at the laundromat doing laundry for the first time. How exciting. So, perfect time to do a video. Yesterday, somebody asked me to do a video about what I do every day. What I do my typical day, what my life is like. And that's a very good topic. Thank you, whoever you are. It's definitely something that I should do. And I think in a way maybe even set the record straight with some people who are confused. And I will change it when I upload this. I'm going to change my YouTube page, and I'm going to explain that I'm working on a timeline because like somebody alerted me to the fact that I'm like a subject of a Volkswagen van forum. I guess I'll put the link below, called the Sangha or the Samba. And it's 7 pages of people talking about me, and a lot of these people hate my guts, man. Because I did this video, like, when I was in Sacramento, and there's, like, all these reasons people fucking hate me. And they think that I'm, like, this, like, stupid trust funder dude who, like, hangs out in the coffee shop all day, like, not buying anything and watching porn. And not doing anything with my life. Like, saying that I don't have any goals in life, and that I have no direction in life. And the video, I guess I'll put the link to the video. It was a really like benign video. It was just describing how I organized my van. And I said, I showed how I put up my curtains, like this one in the front. A curtain right there, so I can cover the front so that it doesn't cover the whole front window, so you can't really, that's not obvious that there's curtains drawn because I have tinted windows. And so I kind of said offhand, like, yeah, I could bust my nut all morning in here and nobody would know, and there'd be people around. And so people started saying that like I was like peeking out of my curtains and masturbating while watching their wives and masturbating to their wives and their daughters. No, I cannot masturbate that way. You'd need like Vaseline, and that's gross. Like, I go through like toilet paper wiping it off my hands, like the Vaseline, like what the fuck. I masturbate my own way, which I've demonstrated on YouTube, but they got jealous and they yanked the video, so I can't. But anyways, and then they got all pissed off because they thought that I didn't have a job. I have no idea why they thought that. And then they got all pissed off because I wasn't driving my van around because I was parked in one place. I don't have the money to drive around. I'm living in my van. It's kind of like somebody who lives in a house, right? Only I'm living in my van, okay? So living in your van doesn't mean you have to be driving around all the time, spending assloads of money on gas, which I do not fucking have. I'm $2,000 in debt. Actually, I'm more than that. I'm like $2,500 in debt now. And I do drive around. I spend like a month or two in a city and then I move on. And then some other lady, and this pissed me off because I don't like it when old ladies start hating all over me. It's just sad. But there's this old lady who's like the owner of a coffee shop who's like hating all over me, saying that she hates people like me who go into her coffee shop and don't buy anything and brush their teeth in the bathroom and steal their internet. And I specifically said in the video that I bought juice at Starbucks. So, and then some other dude got all pissed off at me, said I was a douchebag, and they're all calling me douchebags. Like all these people call me douchebags because I said where I was sleeping. I was just trying to share what I was doing, and you know, if somebody goes there, they could give my thing a shot, get a membership at Gold's, and then hang out at that Starbucks and do exactly what I'm doing. I'm even going to share I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to share the exact same place that I camped in Natomas, northern Sacramento, because it's the perfect place. There's this huge field. You want to share the places where you go, the exact places. So that doesn't make me an asshole. And it was kind of acts like he was hoping that I was going to get busted by the cops. And he's like, I should go back to the desert or something. And then, yeah, so like, all these people calling me a douche. So yeah, let me set the record straight, what I do day by day, every day, on the day, by the day. My life revolves around working on my history timeline. And I should mention that on my YouTube channel. Because somebody mentioned on my YouTube channel like 2 days ago, somebody who's into aliens, you know? Like, you'd think they'd be a new ager saying that I'm a bum after looking at my YouTube page. I'm a bum? I should stop uploading stupid videos and I should get a job cleaning toilets. So, yeah. My life revolves around working on my history timeline, which I will put the link to here. If you look at the... Oh, yeah, somebody else on that forum said that they saw my site and that you could literally waste years of your life on my site. Looking at my site is not a waste of time. Looking at my site, looking at my history timeline, even in the way it is now, or my Power of 10 page, or anything on my site, that's like saying, like, educating yourself is a waste of time. So yeah, that wasn't nice either. But, my life revolves around working on my history timeline, and you can see how much time it takes if you look at it. I've been living in my van since September, and since like October or something like that, I've been spending, from October until about, when I first got to Sacramento, so like a couple months ago, right? So from October until like May or something like that, I was spending probably 16 or 17 hours a day working on my timeline. And that's like straight. That's not stopping. That's not stopping for lunch. You know, I was going into the library with like power bars because I have a bunch of power bars left over and eating them in the library. And that's, you know, that's like, and that's like an average, that's like, I would get as much done in one day as the average person would in like 3 or 4 days. Because the average person would have like an 8-hour job, but then they'd have an hour lunch, and then after every hour, they'd probably take like a 15-minute break. I was there plugging away 16 hours, 17 hours a day, every day. For like 7, 8, like 5 months, 6 months or something like that. 7 months or some shit like that. Without stopping. And my body paid for it. I went from 175 pounds, really good shape, you know. Got 16th place in the National Mountain Bike Championships, pro category. And now I'm 195 pounds, or then I was 195 pounds. Yeah, I'm not like a scrub, like a loser. And, oh yeah, and somebody else on that forum said that I would, if my mommy and daddy didn't pay for my car insurance, I would know how much it actually costs. All right, let's put the record straight on that too. My car insurance is $130 a year. I'm not lying. I know it's $130 a year because that's what I pay. Okay? It's through Farmers Insurance. It's connected to my mom's plan. Yes, my mother writes the check, but it's with my money. My mother, 70 years old, retired, lives in an apartment that she still owes like $40,000 on. Okay? It's my money. I get about $1,000 a month, oil royalties, okay? Which isn't that much. That's like, I can't drive at all. I have to watch my shit. I have to be very, very, very diligent in what I spend my money on. And I'm like $2,500 in debt. And I'm spending all of my extra time creating something that is the most important fucking invention ever. It's going to make me famous. I'm going to be famous one day. And I'm not, and I know what you're thinking, because people are fucking assholes. They're probably, oh, you're doing it so you can be famous. It's like, no. I'm doing it because it's the coolest freaking thing you could do, man. Making a history website, the ultimate history tunnel. And I mean, you can check it out, but you might not have the brain power to understand how cool it is until it's actually done, because it's the finished product that's really good. What's going to make it cool, because it's the way that the links work. where you can instantaneously superimpose 500-year segment after 500-year segment, large years superimposed onto them, scrunched up, you know, so you're like doing power of 10 with time, comparing different parts of the world, different sectors of the world, different countries, incorporating a photo album into it, because everything you mouse over, it's gonna superimpose a big picture of it over the entire screen in the middle of like every single battle, king, group of people, construction, monolith, church, castle, archaeological site, war, everything, invention, pictures of them right there that I got on YouTube, that I got on Wikipedia, so it's legal. That program's $2,500. Adobe Scene 7. So maybe by the time I get around to doing that, which is going to be in a while, it's going to take me about 3 years to do this site. Maybe it'll be cheaper by then, or maybe they'll incorporate that in Flash or something by then. I'll be able to afford it. But yeah, so it's like, maybe I should change on my profile, unemployed, to educational material developer, but I don't make money with that, so it's not really my job. My job is that I don't have a job, but I have a hobby, which will end up giving me money, because my timeline's going to be I'm going to have a sponsorship page on it. I'm going to have like one page is the people who've donated the most amount of money from top to bottom, so that it will give incentive to people to donate a lot of money. And then another one, people who donate money the first. So somebody could donate like $1 just to be the first person to donate money to me. And then they get their name on. And my timeline is going to be so cool. It's going to be the end all of timelines. You cannot top my timeline. So it's going to be, you know, in 1,000 years, my timeline will be like the Bible of all timelines. That's why I said I'm going to be fucking famous, because of my timeline. So anybody and people will see that when I'm done. And when I make the tutorial videos with it, it will be obvious, blatantly obvious how awesome my timeline is. But not until I do that, because it's just so complex. It'll spin people's brains out. If they look at it the way it is now, it's just a jumble fuck. They won't understand what they're seeing. But when I'm done, you will. And I do the tutorial videos, you will. Yeah, so once people see that, I'll get education foundations or rich people, poor people, they'll hook me up with money. And then people will see it, and I'll scatter AdSense all over the timeline, even though the whole timeline's only gonna be like 5 pages and you can only put like 5 ads in per page. I'll also put them in my personal website, scatter them all over. And there's a lot of cool things about my personal website too, which I don't want to get into right now. And then maybe by then I could be like a partner on some of my videos or my channel and make some money with Google Partner on my YouTube channel. I think it's pretty possible that one day because I'm kind of like a hated person, or I'm like an unpopular person. Like a lot of my videos have more dislikes than likes. Like my New Age type videos have more dislikes than likes. Like a lot of the New Ager types like don't like me. Just like people who think that they're hippies and driving around in Volkswagen vans like hate my guts. Because all those reasons that I said. Like somebody even said, like, it's sad that people think that I'm portraying what the average like Volkswagen van driver is all about. And I mean, I'm just me. I'm a dude with my van. I didn't buy this van. My parents bought this van. Yeah, right? And when my dad died, I inherited it. Okay? And I'm just glad that I like Volkswagen van, you know? It's not like I'm a hippie dude and I want to be part of the Volkswagen gang or anything like that. I just like having a table and get good gas mileage. And I mean, I do wave to the other van people because they wave at me. But anyways, I kind of got sidetracked on that. But that's what I do day by day as I work on my timeline, my history timeline. That's what my life is. And when I go to the gym, when I'm in Seattle, oh yeah, somebody on that video also said that like I'm like this stupid trust funder rich kid because I spend all this money in expensive places like Starbucks and the gym. Starbucks isn't expensive. I buy a drink and you can hang out there all day. You know, and where else am I going to go? What's cheaper than Starbucks? coffees are like $1.50. Or the drinks, I get the fruit juice, which is $3.50. And then the golds is $700 a year, but they gave it to me for $400 a year. I guess they gave me the deal or something, which is like $1 a day. Okay, so that's not expensive, especially if you're using the internet there and running on their treadmills and doing the work while you're getting exercise. And I made a video about that, and it's really cool. So I'm gonna do that basically. That's gonna be my day. I get up, go into the gym, I work on the treadmill for maybe. I run on the treadmill I walk on the treadmill at 3.5 miles an hour for about 8 miles is as far as I've gone so far in my glove shoes because my feet get sore on those. And then I walk on the Stairmaster, which is, my record there is 360 floors. And so obviously I do more and more. I didn't do it for that long though when I was in Sacramento. And then I stretch for about an hour. And so the entire time I'm working on my website. I wasn't doing that so much in Sacramento because I was watching free movies, but it was historical movies that I was collecting screen captures of that are on my Flickr site if you want to check them out, that I'm going to put on my website just to give you an illustration of what people look like and stuff, and also to analyze the historical accuracy of historical movies. And then I go and I pump iron in the gym, and then I go back to the treadmill, and I do that until 11 at night when the gym closes, and then I go to bed, and then I wake up at about 10 in the morning, and I do that again, and that's my life. And right now I'm in Portland, so stuff's going to be a little bit different because there's no Gold's gyms here. So far in Portland, I've kind of been on vacation from that. I mean, I have had a few days where I've worked all day long, actually here in Portland, on my site, on a coffee shop. But here in Portland, I'm going to, like today, I got up late because I went to the titty bars last night. That was like the thing that's like... more titty bars in Portland than anywhere in America. I read in like a men's journal or something when I was in Sacramento. So I did that last night. So I got kind of late. And then I'm doing laundry for the first time ever right now. And then I think I'm going to go to the park and work out. Do my exercise in the park. And that's a whole other thing that I think is cool for humanity, which I don't think I'll get into right now. But, creating exercises that you can do, that anybody can do, CrossFit style, like this many reps and how fast you can do it, and listing how long it takes and what weight used. Only you're using materials that anybody can have and have in their van. 35-pound dumbbells, jump rope. That's all I have, and that's all you need. CrossFit's, you can't do that with CrossFit because they have all this other shit, pull-up bars and stuff, barbells and shit. So it's actually better than CrossFit. And I'm not up there, and I'm not going to be up there like filming myself exercise to show people how strong I am. I'm fucking out of shape right now. I'm a fat bastard still. Dude, I could show you my belly. I'm not in shape. But I do it because it motivates me to work out. And then I'll probably go back into a coffee shop. I might go to more titty bars, actually. Or I'll go into a coffee shop until like, dude, the beer's only like $2, and chicks get totally naked. And they're really cool, and they talk to you and stuff. It's amazing. But, yeah, and then I just go back to the coffee shop and work on my site. So that's what my day revolves around, is working on my site. And that's what I do every day. And it would be funny. Somebody actually on that forum actually commented, this guy likes it when people make fun of him. Just read it. He actually wants you to, so don't do it. And it's like, that's the attitude that you have to have, man. I mean, like this morning, it was one of my, I think it was What I Think About George Cavasalis. It was one of my New Age videos when I talk about like alien abductees, and he's like, you're like, what an idiot. Just go surfing. So like, and I actually responded to him, I go, well, you don't have any videos up, you know? But like, you have to enjoy, when you deal with assholes all the time, you have to enjoy dealing with them. If you don't enjoy it, then you're not enjoying life, you know? I enjoy all of it. I do enjoy getting made fun of and then responding to assholes. And I am a douchebag. According to my definition of what a douchebag is. A douchebag is an eccentric person who's out there like on the edges, who's like, hey guys, look, go down this road. This is a cool thing I found out. Let's go. Yay. This is new. Right? That's a douchebag, because then you get the trolls who are like, oh, look at that douchebag. He's the eccentric guy way out there. Nobody's out there. He's stupid. I don't get him. Fuck him. We hate him. So it's the trolls against the douchebags, basically. So yeah, I'm definitely a douchebag. And douche, I mean, cleaner of vaginas. Like, fuck. Sure, I'll clean a fucking vagina. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'd love to clean a vagina, just as long as it's already had the work done on it. You know? I'm not like a bottom feeder douchebag. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess trolls are the people who are in the center. They think you're cool if you're like in the smack dab in the center of normal. They think you're smart if you're like, okay, I know what normal is, okay, and I'm going to situate myself right in the middle of it and be like right on top of the hill and be king of the hill of normal. I'm king of normal, I'm cool, yay. I'm not out there on the edges like the douchebag. No. Dude, I think douchebags are the coolest because they're the ones who are going down the new roads and showing people the new ways. Which is what this world right now is all about with all the technology. We're changing everything. So whoever's out there just like, look, let's do it like this. Those douchebags, they're cool. And then the trolls, they're just the people who are like, I guess trying to, I mean, they're doing their job too. I don't have a problem with trolls, but they're not as cool as douchebags, but they're like, oh, I guess they're trying to like make sure the douchebag is sure of what he's doing. It's like, you're a fucking douchebag, fuck you. And then the douchebag's like, no way, it's okay, troll, it's okay, we're good. Follow me. I'm confident in this route. Okay. So yeah, you know, everybody serves a purpose. I'm just glad I'm not a troll. I mean, if I was stranded on an island somewhere, you know that movie with Paul Rudd and Steve Carell, what came out last year, called like Dinner with Retards or something, where there was all like the stupid rich business people, and they were all gonna like find idiots, and then they were gonna like invite them to dinner and make fun of them, and they were so stupid they didn't know they were making fun of them. I'd rather be stranded on an island with one of those idiot people than one of those asshole business people, because I think the idiot people are smarter. Actually, they're more creative. They're just living their own thing and doing their own creative thing. And those business people aren't creative at all. They're just doing what they were taught to do and doing it, you know, and then hating on other people, you know. And sometimes they think that those like stupid people, eccentric people, are stupid because they don't notice that they're stupid, or they don't notice that people think that they're stupid. But I think it's more like they don't understand why people would think that they're stupid. It doesn't make any sense. You know, like me, like people hating me because I said that you could masturbate in your car and nobody would know, and they hate me, and they think that I'm like a stupid rich kid who like watches porn all day long in the Starbucks and peeks out of my window to masturbate to your wife and your daughter, and that you're never going to invite me to your house and you wouldn't trust me with your kids. Just because I say that, you know, and me like not understanding or not jiving with somebody would get freaked out about that. It makes sense for me not to understand that, because it doesn't make sense for somebody to get like pissed off at me for something like that, or pissed off at me and hating me for not having my car. This is a better example, because a lot of those people hated my guts for not having my car cleaned. I guess it was like the old coffee shop owner lady, grandmother, who didn't like that because my car was messed up. So I don't respect my car, and they feel sorry for my car. My car is an inanimate object. My car doesn't know the difference. The only person who matters between the relationship with my car and me is me, okay? My car only cares about like if the oil levels are topped off, you know, and the maintenance is done on it, and I take care of that. So yeah, so anyways, like somebody like having a messy car, and like I'm not an idiot for like filming my car, showing how I organize my car, but then having my stuff scattered around. I'm not an idiot for not understanding why somebody would hate me for that, because it doesn't make any sense for somebody to hate me for that. So therefore I don't understand it. But I guess with like the way trolls see it is like, well, I mean, I do understand that a lot of people would hate me for that, but I don't understand why a lot of people would hate me for that, and it doesn't make sense to me. So therefore I'm not gonna like clean up my car before I film it, right? But then I guess to the mindset of a troll, like if you don't understand, if you don't clean up your car before you do it, then that means you don't understand that people are going to hate you for it, which means that you're stupid, you know, because you have to be. Because a smart person would follow the rules and please other people. But that's not the title of my video. Is look how clean my van is. The title of my videos is look at my cool thing. Have you ever seen anybody with this setup? Where you can fill up the front. Has anybody ever seen the setup where you can put the fleece with the little safety pins in the back, and then you tuck it right here? Has anybody seen the setup where you hang your feet off the edges of that while you're here working on your table, you know, and store your food there? Has anybody ever heard of the setup of working out at the gym and then buying those little things at Starbucks and filling them up with 60 grams and actually timing it every hour? You take another shot so that you're not pissing away too much expensive protein powder and you're actually absorbing all of it. I said a lot of cool, interesting things. You know, I'm not a douchebag, and that's what the title of the video is. And so it's like, God, I think my respect for people who drive Volkswagen vans just went down, dude. They're idiots. And just because I don't mention in a video what I do for a living doesn't make me doesn't automatically mean that whatever I'm doing is totally waste of time and therefore I'm a loser. I just assumed that people would assume that whatever I do on the computer all day long at Starbucks is worth my time, worthwhile. But I guess people think that because they and all the people they know, whenever they get on the computer, they're just fucking around and not doing anything. But I'm not. And just look at my website. But I guess some dude did look at my website and he didn't see any value in it at all. Even though I have my timeline up there and I have my Power of 10 page up there and my audio encyclopedia up there and all the Bibles in the world, be able to download them up there, and like travel journal with pictures and descriptions, all my YouTube videos organized perfectly up there, my opinions about all the political ideas and philosophical, and trying to make a blueprint for a personal website that everybody should have. I guess they just think that's just retarded. So, I mean, but whenever people say that kind of shit, they never provide an alternative. So I know they don't have one. They're just like a knee-jerk reaction or something. But anyways, the title of the video is what I do, what my life is like. And my life is about my timeline, okay? That's my life. That's what I do. And a lot of people might think I'm a loser for it because I don't hang out with people. I don't watch TV. I don't go to football games or whatever people do. I'm kind of on vacation right now. But my mom was trying to tell me that last night. You don't have a life. And I was like, I travel all over. I just did a cool vacation in lots of different national parks. When I'm working on my timeline on the computer, I'm listening to university lectures about history, different history subjects from Yale University, which are really good, and I'm copying them onto my computer so I can put them on my MP3 and listen to them when I go to bed. There's also this high school teacher on the channel called ND Euro, AP Euro ND, and he's really good. He talks about everything in history. He's like a fucking genius. I've downloaded all of his stuff and I listen to him. I was listening to him and the Yale, like the entire drive from Sacramento up to here for like 3 or 4 days. I was listening to it in my car while I was driving. And I listened to the audio files that I make of historical stuff while I'm working on my computer on my timeline with the internet that you can get at Gold's and Starbucks and everywhere else. And also on those people in that page, they were like telling me I was poaching people's internet and robbing people's internet. I never once mentioned that I did that. I said I am on the computer at Starbucks and at Gold's, and there's internet at Starbucks and Gold's. Both of those places I'm a customer of. When I go park in the neighborhood, watch Neighborhood, like in Elk Grove, that's when I was sleeping. That's where I go to bed, or I watch a movie from Redbox. I'm not poaching. You can't poach people's internet anyway. People have passwords. I was poaching somebody's internet the other day, but people pretty much 99% of the time have passwords. You cannot do that. I wish you could, but you can't. And even if I was, it's not bad. If somebody doesn't put a password on their internet, it's because they're cool and they're letting people do it. It doesn't make any difference to them anyways, unless they're constantly uploading and downloading like what I'm doing. And most people don't do that anyways. So, anyways, my clothing, it's a half hour, and my clothing takes a half hour to do. So that's what Kyle Pounds does day by day. Douchebag Kyle Pounds.